This episode of The Horror Basement is brought to you by HauntCon 2017 at the Sheraton Music City Hotel, January 26th through the 30th. For more information, go check them out at hauntcon.com. The Horror Basement, the Tennessee Horror News Podcast. I am your host, or at least one of them, Johnny Leroy. And as always, you know we have Jim Jam here with us.
What's up, guys?
And we got a good podcast for you today. We got a couple of guests, and I just want to say some things before we get to them. Don't forget, this is on Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play.
Yeah, and working to get it back on iTunes. Having some problems there, but...
So, you know, just check. It's on all these platforms, YouTube, of course. And, you know, follow us, like us. Give us a comment. Let us know what you think.
Yep.
We hope you enjoy. So, here we go. We got Jim Jam's son here. We're trying to teach him how to do stuff.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding. He wants to listen in.
Yeah, we're going to turn him into the future producer.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. And today on the podcast, we have the director, writer of the original story, Scars, the short film, D. McCullay and Dave DuBose. And we're glad to have y'all on. D, I guess the first question is Scars, you got this story from Dave, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
You guys know each other. I mean, you're in Ontario or in Canada, and he's down in Texas. So how does that collab work?
It worked fairly well. We met on Twitter, and he had sent me a short story. He was wondering if I'd be able to adapt it and make something out of it. And it consisted of like one location, and you know, the writing was very good. I was very charmed by his writing. It's very dark, and I read it. I was like, damn, you know, that's really good. And I went over to his other stuff on Wattpad, and because he plugs away on Wattpad all the time, making all kinds of poetry, dark poetry and stuff. It's like, ah, man, this is all so good. And I went back to his original story. It's like, you know what? I think I could make something out of this. So ever since then, you know, we've just been talking and stuff, and basically we're still in collaboration together for maybe even another project coming up in the future.
Well, that's actually pretty awesome. I mean, meeting on social media, I guess that's what people do nowadays. So, yeah. Dave, what was the inspiration for this story of Scars?
Yeah, like Dee said, I do a lot of writing, and you know, I had wrote a few things myself and made some short films and stuff, and I really enjoyed being able to, since I'm obsessed with horror films anyway, see the writing come to life. And so when I wrote Scars, which is my story, Solution to Sadness, I wrote it with the intention of it being a short film. Something I thought I was going to do, but at the same point in case, I'm not a director, I'm not a filmmaker. And I just took a lot of inspiration from things that are going on in my life, as well as people I know in my life, and really piecing together different atmospheres and different personalities, and creating something that I would have liked to seen done possibly in a Twilight Zone episode, believe it or not. And then when I conjured the story together, I started talking to Dee just about horror movies in general. And, you know, he hit me up and showed me some of his films. And I was really impressed with, like, Fallacious at the time. And then Border Patrol had finally come out. 2 awesome movies, if you guys get a chance to check those out. And I was like, you know, I like your work. I have something I just kind of wrote. Would you be interested in looking at it? And he's like, you know, cool, send it to me. And he got back to me pretty quick, and then was able to turn something out of it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, to do all this.
It's kind of weird because it's one of those things where it sounds so easy and so simple that it should happen so many times, but then you look at it and you're like, how did this happen so fast? Because Dee and I had only talked for, like a couple of days from, hey, what's your favorite movie, to what's our next movie we're going to make?
Yeah, I was like, maybe 4 or 5 days, that was it, and then getting ready to shoot already.
Well, I guess but when you find a good story, I mean, you move on it. You act, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Because
bells, you know.
Yeah, because if you wait, I mean, that story could go.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems, you know,
I was gonna say sorry about that. The biggest thing I think what really worked is since I wrote it with the intention of being a short film of some kind, I didn't write it too far-fetched where it couldn't be made into a movie, you know, like other dimensions beyond special effects or something. And luckily, D having some background in that, he was able to make what needed to happen.
Yeah, because the film was pretty dark. I mean, you know, and I don't know what the budget was, but the special effects in it, and just the one character, I don't know what you'd call him. I guess the darkness or the sadness, right? I mean, he coming in there just...
The dark character, yeah, his name was Vincent. And what had happened that night, we were just talking before the Skype interview about dealing with things that you don't expect to happen and working the kinks out. Well, the night we were shooting, we had I'd rented an apartment just for that night. We had so many hours to get it done. Well, our actress and driver, Kate, she's our main actress who plays Faith Beckett, she hit the ditch that night. A bunch of weird little events that happened. And she was on her way to pick up our makeup effects artist, Dawn Marie L., and then from there to go to pick up these other two actors that were going to be in the film. Well, it took her so long to get out of the ditch that they were on the phone, or one of the actors was on the phone with me saying they're backing out. They don't want to do it anymore. I was like, are you serious? I was kind of backed into a corner. And then I finally get a hold of Kate, it took like 2 hours to get a hold of her. Finally, I get a hold of her, and she's like, okay, I've hit the ditch, but now I'm with Dawn Marie. Should I go over and ask the guys if they still want to come out? I said, they're pretty upset. And so she went over there anyway, and nothing happened over there. And then she's like, well, what do we do? Like, I really want to do this and everything. She was really adamant about finishing the movie or even starting it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, you know what? Just come down here. We'll figure something out. So in the meantime, she had to drive an hour over to this location. We ended up pulling Lance, who plays Vincent, from our lighting, from lighting, and getting him into some clothes. This is good enough. This is what you'll have to wear. And we called our sound girl, Kaya's warder. We called her sister Kelly to come fill in for the part of the good being Christian. So it was dealing with a lot of stuff that we didn't really even want to have to deal with, but it had to be done if we wanted to get it finished. So there we go.
Well, to me, like, I'm just sitting there thinking, and like, even though it's a small production, and I don't know how long it took you to film. How long did it take you to film?
So we finally started shooting at 8:30 at night. We finished at 12:30, so that's like 4 hours, something like that.
Yeah, 4 hours, and then like people get so mad, over a 2 hour wait. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I'm not an actor, so it's just kind of confusing. It's just like, you're going to still be in it. I mean,
Yeah. They could have still showed up. Kate, she showed the real.
Yeah, I mean, she hit a ditch
and wanting to get it done.
Yeah.
But the other ones, they were just like walking out on me. It was like, come on, I rented this place. Like,
yeah, that's what.
No, we don't want to. Wow.
That's well, it's just like, well, I'll never use you again in a short film or a film at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
that's
pretty.
What I was thinking.
I mean, that's what I would think. Be like, damn it.
Yeah.
We're going to shoot for 4 hours and it's a 2 hour delay. I mean, if you go to a real movie, you have a lot of wait time. Like, not a real movie, but just a big production.
Yeah.
You got a lot of downtime.
Big productions, and 2 hour wait time is nothing when you're on that.
Yeah, that's
You'll
what.
sit there 6 hours waiting for your thing, and you're happy to go on.
Wow, that'd be rough. So, Dave, like, the first time you seen it, what was your thoughts?
The film itself?
Yeah, the film itself.
I got to see the sneak preview, right? I saw the rough cut, with non-editing in there, and I could see it coming to life, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, this is when this has happened. This is how I wrote it here. Okay, I can see where D put his vision and his kind of twist on certain aspects of the story, and I really enjoyed getting to see the way the film progressed with the effects added in and then the audio kind of added in. And honestly, I didn't even tell him what I thought because I didn't want to give him kind of like an excited reaction or a false representation, because sometimes you'll watch something, you'll really like it, and then you may rewatch it and you don't like it. And for me, I was able to rewatch it and then kind of like it even more. And so he's like, hey man, did you like it? And I'm like, man, sorry, I just wanted to watch it a few times, and I loved it every time. So
hell yeah.
Hey Dave, is that what I really sound like?
No comment.
No, that's funny. That's good right there. Because the first thing I thought is you have a woman that cuts, and I didn't know if maybe you knew somebody personally that cut themselves, because that's like a big deal now, or it was. I'm sure it still is, where people cutting themselves to ease the pain. I've never done it. I don't know, but
right, no, just to set the record, I am not a cutter, so I cannot base it off of me having any issues with that. But I will say, in my life, I have known people who suffered with that, and so, and me, watching a zillion films, there is that in a lot of dramas, and I really wanted to use that in the film to show kind of vulnerability and desperation and humanity at itself, and then kind of implicate the good versus evil aspect. Angel, devil over your shoulder. Your own mentality of the situation to show. That's a severe. I mean, we're not there, but just imagine being in those shoes. Like, what are you doing?
Nope.
Who's right? Who's wrong? What's the solution to the sadness? No pun intended. But really, just being able to stick somebody in that awful predicament to where they don't even rely on their own decision anymore. They're letting the decision be made for them. And a lot of my writing evolves around feelings, because I'm a really big Edgar Allan Poe advocate, and all his stuff is really depressing, and really you see a lot of those words pour into it.
Yeah, because
just taking my. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just summing it up with just taking the way I love to do character development and everything that I'm really good at, and then handing it over to D and let him filling in any plot holes he feels needed, and kind of put the icing on the cake. Really brought that story to life.
Hell yeah. Because, okay, well, with that being said, with what you say, you do all this writing, where can the people that are going to listen to this get the chance to read what you write? Do you have it up?
I'm in the middle of transitioning a lot of my writing. Like Dee said, I did a lot of stuff on the Wattpad, WATTPAD app. But I think the catch-22 with that is a lot of people don't want to have to create a profile to see things. So the best thing to do right now is to follow me on Twitter at PhantomDarkDave, at Phantom Theories, hashtag Terror Brothers, anything like that, and just stay posted with that, because I'm going to be putting a lot of different writings just kind of out there.
So Phantom Dark Dave at Phantom Theories?
Yes, sir. Either one on Twitter, or if you get a chance to follow D, he'll give you his info, and usually we're linked together more times than not.
Yeah, because definitely, with what you're doing and with that story alone, people need to see what you're doing, in my opinion, because the story was great. Granted, D did bring it to life through film, so we need to see what D's going to be being up to. Actually, both of y'all, if y'all are still collabing together and going to continue to do more short films, it's worth getting everything, the name out there, the production out there, and just being able to, to watch you guys grow and see what happens. Well, that's what I want.
Yeah, that's true. And for 2017, I have a lot going on, but definitely that's on the table, collabs with Dave. I don't know what we'll actually do, but you can guarantee it will be dark.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I tell most people, watch Scars. It's really good, and if you like what you see, there's a lot more to come. This is just kind of like the test waters for it, to see how we mesh and to see what we can kind of conjure together from words to film. And it seems like it's doing really well, getting a lot of positive feedback on it. And I know I love the way it turned out. He's pretty happy with it as well. And so with that being said, it's just motivation to keep on going. Like Dee said, he's got a lot of stuff on his burner. I'm talking to a lot of people as well, but you can guarantee there's always going to be something on the back burner for us, something that we're going to just kind of shock and surprise everybody with. Because Scars, we got some shoes to fill now.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. When you put out something great, or really, really, really good the first time, people are going to expect stuff. That's what we're trying to do, but we'll see.
Sorry. So that I guess that'll have to push y'all to go even farther, right?
And
it will. We've set like a ceiling for ourselves, and we're basically gonna have to start busting through that ceiling on our next collaboration. But like I said, I have no idea what it'll be, but it will be dark, and we will top the last film for sure.
Can you get the spider walk going on?
The what?
What was it, the bridge or whatever? Yeah, that's kind of hard to do because you liable to hurt somebody doing that.
There's ways to do it though.
Yeah.
Neither one of us will be doing that though.
You know what Bray Wyatt does?
Oh, the spider walk. I was like, the spider rock. I was like, what the fuck?
Sorry.
What the fuck are we talking about over here? Who's throwing rocks with spiders? I don't know. You know what I'm
Sounds
saying?
like a good idea for a film.
Well, there's rock spiders. No, I think they got
Four friends make a long journey to Spider Rock where they encounter something dark.
Yeah, there you go.
You done got your pitch line.
Yeah.
Damn. Quick thinker right there. So, okay.
Yeah.
Both of you, like, D, you into horror films, like, big time?
Oh yeah, that's pretty much all I watch. Like, I love every genre of film, but horror is definitely my number one. Because I grew up right beside a hotel, actually, that had like a store in it and video rentals and stuff. So
Oh, hell yeah.
it wasn't too far of a walk to go over and get all kinds of B horror and regular horror movies, and I just grew up on that stuff. So I was an 80s horror kid.
Oh yeah. I just watched it. I was at work and I thought about this movie. Well, the bug guy come by. It got me thinking about the movie Ticks. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that one.
Ticks.
1994?
Yeah, it come out in 93.
93? They're giant ticks, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
They check it out.
They get like, I guess kind of like the Ninja Turtles. They wallow around in some kind of chemical. Of course, makes them huge. I guess like a...
That's the usual way it goes. They get into some radioactive chemical.
Yeah. Well, they become big, but it's pretty cheesy. It's got Seth Green in it, and
I haven't seen it.
Was it Alfonso from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah. Did the Carlton?
Carlton, yeah. But,
I haven't seen that one. So, like, what's y'all's favorite horror film?
Texas Chainsaw, probably.
oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
I like to. I take it back, man. I know D said he's a big '80s kid, and I'm actually a lot more into classic horror than I am modern horror. So for me, my favorite's the 1925 Phantom of the Opera from Lon Chaney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you took it way back.
way back. See, I'm more new to horror.
Just like D, I like all the movie genres. But the funny thing is I've loved horror my whole life. And then I dialed back into classic horror, and then that got me into classic movies at all. So anything Turner Classic, anything probably from early 1900s through probably the late 1970s, I love.
Wow. Like, I have a hard time with silent films.
You definitely can't stay up late and watch them. You will pass out. So
like I was saying,
you have to watch them at a good time period.
They're definitely slow going, slow paced, but they got the horror in there for sure.
Yeah, like with me, last year, or I guess it's been over a year now, I wasn't the super horror fan. You know, like Jim Jam over here, super horror fan. And, you know, I was thinking, well, I didn't realize how much of a horror fan I was and how much horror films I had watched over time, you know, growing up. Because, you know, I love action movies and superhero movies.
We're going to take it back to Steven Seagal.
Oh, man, don't diss Steven Seagal. I love Steven Seagal. But horror films, I love them. But with you saying Phantom of the Opera or the 1925, like them old films, what's his name?
Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith. You heard of him, right? I don't know if you have. But
Sure rings a bell.
He directs Death House.
Death House.
That's why. Yeah, I do know.
Okay. Listen to our podcast with him. I'm not trying to say to do it, but he is calling horror fans out. He wants horror fans like you watching this movie. He called every horror fan out and saying...
I was going to say, I saw that trailer, and oh man, he pulls out some icons too.
Yes, but he called every horror fan out and it's just like, if you don't watch this, you're not a true horror fan. You need to be smarter. All these horror fans, they've dumbed down the whole thing. Because when you said that, it just hit me like, oh shit.
You said that you like you said last week when we interviewed Lindsay. You said that you want. I guess going into Death House, you got to go in where you got to be thinking about it. And all that.
It's not a movie you just sit through. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing about you said that you weren't a real big horror guy until recently, even though you've appreciated horror. And I think the same thing with D and I is that we've kind of always been horror people, but we've always there are so many bad horror movies out there. It takes a while to come across a really, really good one, and
it sure does.
That's something that I want to bring back as well.
Well,
it does though.
One that I come across that I'm sure it's taking everything by storm right now is the autopsy of Jane Doe.
I saw the trailer of that. Looks really good.
And it's IFC. Was it IFC Midnight thing?
Yeah.
I'm like, look, it ain't got no one big backing it. It don't have big.
I don't think it needs
didn't go to theater, and it's better than a lot of the ones that are in theater right now.
I mean,
yeah, I'm with you on that. It's hard to get excited to go to the theater to see a horror movie. You know, I saw a trailer for like the Bye Bye Man, which I'm not knocking it because I haven't seen it, but a lot of these horror movies look like they circle around the same 5 aspects of the movie. You know what you're going to get when you go in there. Odds are you're not going to get the ending that you want. It's all going to be Hollywood ending, and it's the independent film channel and then a lot of these indie filmmakers that are really taking the things that we feel are missing, and we're not afraid to put them out there. We don't have anything to lose.
Exactly.
So,
that's what we want to get out.
That's the way I feel too with being an independent film producer, is that I want to make stuff for 2017 that's so horribly brutal that people will be talking. I'll make the internet start buzzing. It's like, wow, did you hear about this movie? You have to watch it. He does some stuff that I've never seen before, and that's the kind of stuff that I'd love to do this year.
So, D, you try to break the internet?
Try to.
Hey, that's a goal. That's good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! I mean, that's what. Like I said, I'm more new. Well, it's not really new. It's just like I've dove into this now, and to me, like horror films, I guess because I'm outside looking in for a long time, the endings of the movies, like you always have bad parts, but you always have bad parts of every movie. And I always hear people complain, well, this part was bad. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. Well, it's a horror film. And you know what you're getting into on most of these. Especially big productions and these people that have the, like the short film and then they sell it to the Hollywood. You know what you're getting into. They're going to ruin it.
They all seem to follow the same formula to make money, basically.
Yeah, exactly. To make money. That's what they're in it for. It's a money grab. It ain't for, let's make this the best we can. Can we make a 2 to 3, parter, or how much money can we get? Let's make it PG-13. That way kids can come see it. Did you hear him? He said, ugh.
Oh, yeah. That's the nail on the head right there, man. You said it. When they so many of these horror movies have so much potential, and then they try to hit a wider audience when they shouldn't, and they sacrifice everything that made the movie great in the first place.
Yeah, see, I don't know how y'all feel about it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But it's also the MPAA ratings as well, the ratings board, that will make them cut things that are too brutal. You can finally catch them on like the Blu-ray releases where we had to cut this because of MPAA and stuff like that, just so we can get a wider release and things like that as well.
But I don't know if y'all I don't know how y'all feel about it, but it's one of my favorite. I like clowns, like scary clowns. So
yeah,
and with them coming out with the rated R version, I'm excited. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I love clowns, and with Tim Curry in that movie, I mean, I want to see him eat kids. Is that bad?
I mean, no, if that's what you think is cool, like, more power to you. Watch it all you want, spread the word, get more people watching. When I saw that movie, honestly, the original It, I didn't like it. I couldn't watch it. It was like, oh my god, this is so. Pardon me, but I thought it was very bad, and I was like, I can't watch it. So I've never seen it since.
I think it's just the '90s nostalgia.
They're remaking it now. Let's hope the new one is better, because what did I hear? Something like that. It's more closely related to the book or something like that. Okay. I have no idea. I've never read the book either.
Oh, I haven't either.
Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. If you've never read the book, there is something that Stephen King does in the book that it would have never had a chance to be on TV, since it was a made-for-TV movie. But branching out to this being a rated R film, it still is even iffy if they're going to be able to stick true to the book, because there is some stuff they do when they were kids. Anybody who knows the story knows what I'm talking about. No spoiler, but if they do that, I see this movie go into much different category.
Well, that'll be awesome. I hope they do it.
They got it on Audible.com.
There you go.
I'm not a reader. I read.
I mean, the movie to me, it just, I don't know. I guess I thought it was more funny because I just like
Tim Curry did a great job.
I just like the way he plays Pennywise. I love that.
We all float down here.
He's a great character. I like the movie, but when I probably like the first 3/4 of the movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll give it that. But I just love his laugh. Like, I just sit there and laugh through the movie. Like, when he pops up, I laugh. It just makes me just giggle. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't think the new one. I don't think they're going to go for the comedy factor in this one.
Probably not.
Yeah. Do you think the reason why I maybe felt like it was a failure is maybe because it was made for TV? Because I didn't know that. Yeah.
Because it was a 2-part film. That thing was 3.5 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my nephew to watch it just a couple of weeks ago. He'd never seen it. He'd come on with me. I was like, "This is what I'm watching." It was Christmas. It was on Christmas Day. I was like, "I'm watching it." I got it. I'm watching it. I want to laugh, and I just laugh through it. And he'd sit there and laugh with me. I don't know. Killer Clown.
Well, let's hope the remake, when they do release it, it's not funny.
I agree. I want it to be. Yeah. I'd like to see a brutal version.
I'm excited about this year, honestly, since that is one of the movies coming out. Like I said, typically going to the movies to see a horror film is very 50-50, but this year, 2017, there was like 5 or 6 big drops that I'm kind of looking forward to. So.
Yeah, it's going to be. I hope it's a good year. I mean, but it depends on how everything's rated. If you got a bunch of PG-13 ratings, just call it quits.
Send that thing to Redbox.
Yeah, I mean,
straight to DVD.
My sister just went and watched Bye Bye Man, and she didn't even text me or message me about it. She didn't even bring it up last night when I seen her.
Wow.
So, and I forgot to ask her because her and my nephew love horror films and psychological, whatever the ghosts, whatever, and all that shit. And she didn't even bring it up to me. So I'm just sitting there thinking, not 100.
I did my research on it, and I mean, like I said, I haven't seen it, so I can't speak truthfully about it. But I saw nothing more than a 3-star out of 10-star rating. So I might wait.
Damn. See, I can't go by like a lot of people that. Well, I go by more, I guess, more fan rating on any movie instead of the people like whatever critic ratings. I don't know. That's just me though. Because I like a lot of superhero films and they get a lot of low ratings from the critics.
It might get low ratings, but they get a lot of money, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. They get a hell of money.
Because they're drawing in on that, the kids, too. All ages, basically.
Yeah, because I'm a super duper Captain America fan.
You can't really do. You can't call in, if you're trying to make this brutally dark movie, you can't call on all ages to come watch it. That's the thing. So it could be limited to the amount of gross it takes.
That is true, because that's what I think the horror genre is so. I wouldn't say it's so small, but it's just
it's one echelon of
exactly.
Many,
Yeah,
it's in the hierarchy. So,
but you got super fans, and I love it. Like just getting into this, I love every aspect of it. It's just great meeting other horror fans and just getting to know what they think, and I don't know. I love the community is awesome.
Yeah, horror is a lot of fun to be a part of. That's for sure.
That's why I created Tennessee
all
Horror.
of a sudden,
Say it again, Dave.
I was just gonna say real quick, like the fun thing about horror, it's just like anything else. Like you're not the weird one who likes horror. Everybody here does. So.
Yeah.
That's true, and especially when you're into filmmaking and making horror as this is your thing. You do horror. People know you as horror, and it is fun. Everyone's on board. They know it's gonna be a bloody good time. It really is. The more blood that comes out, the more we're laughing and having fun. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I agree 100%.
So do y'all have y'all been in any festivals around y'all's area lately?
We have one festival coming up. I'm pretty sure I put Scars in. Yeah, I put all 3 films in: Fallacious, Border Patrol, and Scars into the Terror by the Bay Film Festival, and it's up in Thunder Bay, Ontario. So I put that into that, and also I put it into a couple other film fests as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll win something.
Yeah, I see it
down here.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I would say as far as down here in Texas, not much festivals going around here yet. They got big stuff in Austin and everything, but I told Dee, you do that part of it, and I'm going to do more of the hand-to-hand, face-to-face interaction. So I'm promoting like crazy, hopping on a lot of different podcasts, which, again, so appreciative you let us guys come on here.
Oh, yeah.
And then just going into all the local video stores and really just knowing all the people. So.
With the Border Patrol and Fallacious, where can we see them at? Like, is it possible for us? Is that on YouTube or?
Yeah, the same place Scars is available on YouTube. There's, I think, a link at the end of every one of my videos that leads to Fallacious and Scars, or Fallacious and Border Patrol.
Yeah, definitely checking that out.
So just follow on down to Thunderstriker Films Dark History on YouTube, and that's where you'll find Scars, you'll find Fallacious, you'll find Border Patrol, you'll find my Dark History episodes as well, and clips from the older episodes of that, and also a plethora of other little things that I've done as well. So it's easily findable.
Hell yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, we'll definitely check those out, and then the link, we'll put all the links in the video, this video, when we put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do both of y'all have Netflix?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so
course.
what's the
Canadian Netflix? It might be a little more limited than the American.
what the hell?
You have to change the what is it, the VPN? Have to go with the foreign one.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I'm just...
He knows something about it. But, okay, what was the last horror movie? We'll start with Dave. What was the last horror movie you saw on Netflix that you
enjoyed?
I will tell you the last horror movie that I watched on Netflix that I had never seen before that I actually liked was a movie called Let Us Pray. You guys heard of that?
No.
It's really cool. It kind of starts out with some different characters doing different things, and it all boils down to a few cops and some prisoners inside of a small police station. And then one of the guys that gets locked up, he's talking crazy, but he's more like a prophecy talking crazy, kind of like a devilish character. You don't really know why he's there or what his intent is, but he knows something. He has the dirt on everybody there, the good cops, the bad cops, all the prisoners, and why they're in there. And the way the story unravels, I really liked the end of it. So if you get a chance to see it, it's called Let Us Pray. It's one that you can watch and you won't regret watching it.
I think...
All right, I'm writing that one down.
I may have seen that, though. Like, I'm sitting here thinking what you just described. I may have... They get stuck in that police station?
Yep.
And, but some outside force trying to get in?
Yeah, it does sound familiar.
Like,
and
is there somebody in there?
The girl that's in it, she was the star from that movie from Lucky McGee called The Woman. So
I think I have seen that.
Name's like Pollyanna McIntosh or something.
Damn, I think I've seen that movie, but I'm going to look it up anyways because, of course, like you said, everybody's got Netflix.
How about you, D? Anything on Netflix?
Yeah, the last one I had watched was The Human Centipede 3, so I ended up watching all three the same day, and I loved them. They're awesome. I was thinking, it's like, man, I wish I would have thought of this.
They were truly...
It's like perfectly the kind of thing I would want to do,
Yeah, it's truly some fucked up movies.
I have not seen them.
They're fucked up.
It's good stuff.
That's why I haven't watched them, because I know how fucked up they got to be.
I got to hang out with the writer, director, Tom Six of that movie. Like 4 or 5 years ago at a horror convention in Dallas. I went to a VIP party there, and I was drinking Corona and having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Six walked in with his big old hat, and then I can't pronounce the German guy's name. He's great, but the one that plays the doctor. And
Dieter Laser, isn't it?
I think that's about right. And, man, you could tell that Corona was in there because I had no problem swinging an arm around both those guys like I knew them. And I'm like, guys, my boys, Human Centipede was awesome. Man, you do that to the wrong person, you're going to get security or thrown out. And these guys were so cool, man. They did a lot of photo ops and stuff. And, Human Centipede gets a lot of bad rep. But I'm kind of like D. I was like, nobody's ever done that before. What a cool idea. What a great story. And, yeah, I've seen all three as well. So that's some cool stuff. And D, I didn't know you wanted to do some morally dark stuff like that. I gotta show you these other stories I have. Actually, Scars. Scars was kind of tame.
So this might lead into something even.
Damn, breaking out some new stuff on y'all.
Hell with the MPA and all that. Just do strictly YouTube, or we can even go. Hey, you can even go Vimeo.
Yeah.
That's true, and that's what the plan is for this year, to make them so brutal that it will break the internet. Hopefully.
Can you believe what these people have made?
It's very hard to get people to watch stuff. That's the thing, because they don't know your name that well.
Exactly.
And then when they see something that you've done, it's like, holy crap! Okay, now I'm interested. But you have to get them interested first.
See, that's what.
That's the.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the great thing about a short film too, is we can actually tell somebody, just give me 7 minutes of your time. I mean, somebody can spare 10 minutes to watch a film. It's not like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, that's why it's best to start out short, because a lot of times the people are just clicking through videos, and the first thing they look at is time. How long is this thing? Come on. It's over a minute. I don't know if I want to sit here and watch this. You have to get them hooked in the first 30 seconds.
So yeah, you got to either capture them, I guess, with the picture that's, I guess the picture that shows up on
thumbnail.
Yeah, the thumbnail.
The thumbnail, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like you said, the time. Like this is a little over 6 minutes.
That's what. But my whole thing is, like, what me and Jim Jam are trying to do too is get people to hear independent directors, writers, and try to get that out there more. Indie horror is where it's at.
Yeah, we
and that's
really
what we want.
appreciate it because it's a big help in getting word around to totally different audiences about our work, because those are people that would have possibly never heard of us. So thank you guys.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. And we got a panel coming up at a con. Yeah, and locally in Tennessee, that we got an independent horror panel, and trying to get local indie horror filmmakers there so that people can understand what happens and what goes through. And like, these people are here. These film companies are here. These production companies are here in your state, and they're doing stuff. Pay attention. You know.
Do you think it'd be possible to have like Skype up on, like maybe have something where if we can't get like people to show up because D's in Canada and then Dave's in Texas, they can be a part of the panel possibly. And
that would be really cool. I'd enjoy that very much.
I don't know how that works. You have to get with the guys up there.
And, even via Skype, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, I can bring it up to the people that do the.
Yeah, they're running it. I mean, because you'd have to have the internet and all connection and
Skype,
laptop.
How many can Skype do? Skype group, can it do a lot?
I don't know.
I think you can. I think I've seen up to like 7-8 people on Skype at once before.
That's what I would.
So if you don't have to do video, you can at least do audio where
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. It's something I'll ask the people that do it to put it on, and then that gives us a chance because then we can get all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Not all kinds, but
try to. Yeah, we'll have to see.
But yeah, I guess
I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely have to let y'all know. I'll talk to them. I'll send them a message tonight and see if it's possible or whatever.
Yeah, definitely keep us posted with that. That sounds like a pretty gnarly idea.
Yeah, I mean, because like I say, it's just getting I want to get the word out there for everyone.
Yeah.
Just indie horror is where it's at. Because we're not getting anything from mainstream.
Hell, and if we can,
I mean, it's not happening.
Maybe we can get enough time where show a couple shorts. The audience there.
It's a possibility. We'll have to. Jim Jam, he thinks of stuff, and he don't know what's.
I got a lot of ideas.
He's got a lot of ideas, and he don't know if they can happen. But I guess that's how it always goes.
Hey, this Tennessee Horror News thing was an idea. And
you just never know what's going to happen.
3 years in the 3 years, so
it's grown.
Yeah, started from a Facebook page.
But
look how it's blossomed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we're about to have to wrap it up. I got to work early in the morning. But
yep.
I appreciate y'all coming on with us.
Yeah, D.
Thanks for having us.
We're looking forward to of course more short films, and definitely checking out the Fallacious and Border Patrol. And Dave, we're going to be checking out you too. Seeing what movies or what films you've written. We're hoping to hear more from both of you guys, and especially the collaborations.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll be posting a lot of stuff. Just stay connected with Twitter. Anytime you guys want to talk about horror, I'm always around.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put in my the plug here.
Yes.
You can find me on Twitter at DMcCullay, also Twitter at I am DMcCullay. Also, you can find me on Facebook, D McCullay Dark History, and on Facebook, Thunderstriker Films.
Hell yeah. What about you, Dave? Throw it out there.
Dave will be found at Phantom Theories or at Phantom Dark Dave.
Hell yeah, there you go.
I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it, but I do host almost every night a VHS battles where I pull out a whole bunch of my old horror and classic VHS tapes and make them go head to head to see which one you think is a better movie. something fun for everybody.
Hell yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, we'll put links
You
there.
can find the whole Reject International team under that hashtag on Twitter, hashtag Reject International. You'll find a whole bunch of us.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll put everything in the description. We'll get it all. Yeah, we try to have this up on Wednesdays, so
Yeah, Wednesday.
if I get it done before then, I'd have it up Tuesday night. But definitely Wednesday.
Cool.
Hey, thank you
Awesome,
guys.
We appreciate your time.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah. So we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, take care.
All right.
See you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
All right, guys. Hey, that was director D. McCullay, writer of the original story, Dave DuBose of Scars. Definitely check out that short film, Thunderstriker. Right? Something. It'll be in the description.
Yeah. Everything will be in the description.
And of course, they got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Are coming up, and you got to think, guys. They met on Twitter.
So
I mean, indie horror coming. That's why the hashtag, everything.
indie horror.
Get this shit out there.
Yeah, it was definitely.
I mean,
they definitely making some damn good shit.
if you are listening to this right now and you've listened this long, share this with your friends,
Yes, please.
because that's my goal. That's our goal, I believe, is to get indie horror out there.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we talk to. Well, I don't even know if it's mainstream horror people, but just, some other, but just get this out there. Like, we're trying to talk to different people, even like Lindsay Hartley last week.
Yeah.
Never done a horror film.
No.
Who's talked to her?
We have
Nobody else, though, right?
no.
Because we're trying to get other people's point of views. We're not just doing this is the famous person. This is the most famous person that's in horror. No, fuck that. Let's talk to some other people that you don't know.
True.
So that you can listen to their stuff or watch their stuff. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But, anyways, like I said, this is on every platform just about besides iTunes. Jim Jam fucked that one up somehow.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. We got too vulgar of an attitude to be on iTunes, probably.
I'm sure it's more.
I'm just kidding.
Next week we got a pretty big one. Sean Whalen is going to be joining us. He plays Satan in Death House. And he also played in the classic horror movie People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, and I guess you could see the theme that we're doing early this year is Death House.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie, is it going to be an icon? An iconic movie? Is it going to make horror icons that are new to the horror genre, like Lindsay?
Yeah.
And is it going to take the horror icons that are in it further?
I believe so.
I hope so.
I believe so.
Let's see what happens. Like Harrison loves it, and we talk about this. This is the second fucking week in a row we've talked about it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I think the rest of the horror community is interested.
Definitely.
But anyways, platforms, like us, share, subscribe. Hit us up on Facebook. Or Jim, yeah, ain't us. But Twitter, Instagram. Damn, take a picture. Put it up on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Just tag us in it.
Yes.
Anything. I don't know if you got Snapchat. Is it Snapchat?
Yeah, we got Snapchat.
Snapchat it. TN Horror.
TN Horror News.
Yeah, TN Horror News.
Hey, if you want a t-shirt, we got them too.
We can get it made. Damn.
Yeah, made to order right now.
Yeah, made to order. So just let us know. Sweatshirt. Hey, damn, we can do a sweatshirt.
If you want a hoodie with it on it, as long as you pay for it, you can get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll put the logo on anything you want, pretty much. Pay for it.
Yeah, pretty much. And we got cups. Sell them. What idiot? Hey, no, man. Just let us know what you think.
Hey.
All right, guys. Everyone. If you listen to this song, we appreciate you. If you're new to us, if this is the first time you listen, thank you very much. We hope you enjoy.
That's all we got for you. We out.
We all plug down here. Do it.